Yeah, I mean, this really goes back to kind of the beginnings of the insurance crisis, back starting in 2017, when lawmakers were basically wondering about what to do, how to respond to premiums going up and companies going out of business. There were a variety of ideas that were discussed. Of course, the primary idea that they did was cracking down on insurance companies.
Right.
But a number of lawmakers were talking about what about MGAs, these MGAs, and when I was reporting on it back then, I'm like, what the heck's an MGA? I didn't know. These are basically affiliate companies of insurance
Right.
companies. And amid all this chatter, the Office of Insurance Regulation basically got a little provision in a bill passed in 2021 that allowed them to basically get more information on these affiliate companies with insure and their relationships with insurers.
Right. Right. And Lawrence, can I
Yeah,
just pause there just for folks
sure.
that don't know this as well? So what you're describing, and correct me if I'm wrong, but basically insurance companies, the actual property insurer, these are regulated businesses where there are laws around the amount of profit you can make. But a lot of them, I don't all of them, I don't know. A lot of them have set up affiliate companies, like you mentioned, MGAs, as what that's managing general agent. Is that right?
Managing general agents.
And
Yes.
some of them have different other affiliates, and they pay themselves. They pay these affiliates for services like claims processing, like they borrow money from affiliates and pay interest on these loans to these affiliates. And these affiliates are unregulated in terms of there's no cap on the profits they can make. Am I kind of describing the issue we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's pretty much the dynamic.
Right.
And the problem with this setup, well, there's a benefit to this setup, which I'll get to.
Okay.
But the problem with this setup is that if you're a company, say you offer, whatever your business is, you might farm out to a third party for legal services. Say all kinds of companies will have lawyers on retainer or something. But, usually if you have a relationship with another company like that, you're going to be demanding the best possible price
Right.
for that service. But what's going on here and what has been going on in Florida for a long time is that if you're making a deal with your sister company, and the same person is in charge of the insurance company
Right.
and the sister company, well, obviously there's a potential for abuse there. You
Right.
could
Especially
overcharge the insurance company for the services.
right.
And of
Especially
course,
when I'm sorry, just to say, especially to emphasize, the one company, the left pocket, again, by law, is limited how much profit it can make. The right pocket there is no limit, right? So the incentive
exactly.
you have to overcharge on the right pocket is pretty high.